07 Commanders, welcome back. The following video is a compilation of 3 days and 24 hours of full testing the new Caspian Explorer from Zorg & Peterson. We'll be doing some AX combat, exploration, exobiology, PvP theory crafting, reckless neutron jumping, single jump record breaking, colonia speed running, and maybe even some screenshot simulator. I have tested the Caspian Explorer at everything, except all the things I didn't. Chapters are available in this video, timestamps in the description. This motherfucker right here can fit so many neutron boosts. You're gonna be suing for financial compensation from radiation exposure after all these neutron boosts you do. Alright, let's take a look at its guts. Alright, so optionals, right? Or core internal. Mark II supercharge optimized frame shift drive. It's got a optimized mass of 4,670 tons with a max fuel per jump 20 tons. Holy shit. That's a lot of extra oomph there. And the Mark II ablative, I can't fucking read. Reactive surface composite, which we have a lightweight version. This says, hull reinforcements provide standard protection against all types of attack, enhanced with for improved planetary entry. 3 AFMUs on it out the gate. They did not know what to put on this thing either. They were just as confused as we were. The 7C fuel tank. Where are these hard points at? We got a large on the top. Okay. 2 mediums on the side. 2 mediums on the nose. And then 2 more mediums on the rear spine. I like that. Those are good. The Caspian Explorer Owners Club. For the ship kit, we got the Deep Space spoiler, the Voyager spoiler, or Voyage spoiler. The tail, that's that one. Doesn't come with that. We got the Deep Space bumper. The Voyage bumper. Looks like some tanks and some satellites off the side. This one adds dish shrouding. And then it comes with the Lodestar blue holo kit. Without it, it looks like that. And that just adds it basically just trims up all the armor panels. I got the Deep Space wings. We got the Voyage wings. And we got the Voyage wings too. That's a tight fit through the mail slot. Hey, look, you can sit next to your buddies. I like that a lot. Any other medium or small. I didn't put it FA off yet, but we're gonna get to that. All right, let's go take her for a super cruise jaunt, shall we?
4, 3.
Super cruise in the blue. Let's see how it feels. That is a very stable boost. Fuel consumption's a little high, but this thing has a gigantic fuel tank. What's our max speed? Looks like just shy of 3,000 C is the max speed. And holy crap, it turns. I like the engine sounds. It's got like a gentle buzz when you're flying at low altitudes. I'll turn it up so you can hear it better.
Disengaging automated flight control routine. Safe travels, Commander.
Wait for the boost. Oh, man. It flies. It flies well already. I don't know how to describe it there, but that felt like I was landing any other medium or small. All right, let's see what we can get if we gut this thing out. Yep, you already got it. Full strip, max FSD engineered. Let's go. Get all this off here. I don't need none of this. So out the rip, no engineering, 48 light year jump range before any min-maxing or actual weight reduction or engineering. Wild. If I take this off, we get to 50 light years versus what? 48? Okay, so losing 80 tons gets me 2 light years. Hoo-wee, we're already down there close. We're at the total mass with stock internals with no optionals. It is 1,500 ton. Is there a Mark 1 of the frameshift drive? There is. Okay. And so the 8A is the exact same as the 8A Mark II, except for it doesn't have the Mark II-ism in it. Let's get that frameshift drive all done up. This is going to bring my... Oh, man. I was guessing yesterday that the optimized mass was going to go to 6,300. Optimized mass is already at 7,200. All right. That is going to be a 67.95 light year jump range with just the increased range on the 8A. So let's cut some weight out of this thing and engineer the engines because I want to see what this thing can do. Get rid of them tons. I don't need them tons. Get them out of here. We don't need sensors where we're going. We probably need sensors where we're going. It's fine. We're going to need to lightweight the lightweight armor because it has mass. Okay. The lightweight armor has mass. So on this one, it's 15 tons. All right. We're at 69 light years. Nice. So this is the Mark II lightweight alloy. It's a little different. It's allegedly supposed to make super cruise gliding easier. I'm going to start by undersizing the power plant, not my power distro. Might be able to get away with a 4A overcharged. That gets us to 72. I'm going to go ahead and throw a 5A on there for now. That's 10 tons. Optionals, we're down all the way to nothing in here. We have no hard points. Let's go see my Felicity. And we're going to take a look at the frameshift drive and try to figure out which one is better there. I believe this is a white dwarf, but the new jump range is 223 light years off of this one. The jump range, 74 light years, normal, right now. I haven't finished engineering it yet, and I don't have it optimized nor min-max nor anything like that. All right, let's see how this glide feels. Oh, it can go down to 75 straight down. Dropping from Super Cruise, and your glide speed is faster. 3,500 meters per second glide. So it can drop in steeper and it can glide faster. All right, we're gonna start with the tried and true mass manager, which will bring my optimized mass up to a 7,000 tons. So mass manager brought me up to a 74 light year jump range. Let's see what deep charge gets us. The same. 74.47 for deep charge. Oh, we're going to Jackson's Lighthouse. This will give us the full jump range here.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety.
Size 8 pre-engineered SEO. That's a good question. I don't think it'll have one good for this because this is using the Mark II FSD. Holy crap! 450.91 light years. Yeah, that's a 6x boost. That's hot. Hold on. Where's something 400 light years away? We're going to jump there real quick. Maybe I'll get lucky and find another Neutron star and I can jump back in one go. Hold on. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Let's go. If you can push it to 83.5 light year. Watch. There's gonna be a background thing that if you ever jump 400 light years or further, it automatically bans you or something for having hacks on. Damn, I got F-dev'd. Take two. Give me 1 second. I'll give you the The first time it happened, I thought, that is funny. The second time it happens, I'm thinking, that's a bug. The third time it happens, I think there's a cheat protection in place that's probably trying to prevent that. the Caspian Explorer, it could jump 450 light years. We're gonna try the exact same system again here and see if it crashes a third time. First time's a coincidence, second time's wild, third time's a pattern. So if this crashes me out, we'll know. Blackadder. This is literally a chair on a frameshift drive, and it doesn't even have anything else. This is a 5A fuel scoop because I don't have enough power for the 7. I should have honestly gone to a smaller one. We're also going to synth a Jumponium to get to Jackson's and maybe have enough fuel left. Fuel scoop off. Guardian frameshift drive booster on. 536.47 light years, baby. That's it? Yeah, that's it. All right, hold on. I got to turn my life support off so I can turn on the sensors.
Yeah, wow.
Now, once I get there, I don't have the fuel to leave that system, nor do I have the fuel to keep my life support on, nor do I have sensors on. I don't have anything on. My fuel scoop's off, my cargo scoop's off, my life support's about to be turned off. Everything's off, except for the frameshift drive, its booster. I had to turn the scoop on, which had to turn off the booster to get the Neutron boost.
Wow.
But I'm pretty confident that the max theoretical jump here is going to be very close to this number. I don't think this is min-maxed all the way, as I can probably squeeze 1 or 2 more. I could probably squeeze this lemon for about 1 more light year if I had it on Etsy, and I could really finagle the numbers without consequence. But I think that's about as far as it's going to go. That's all she's got, Captain. That's it. I have officially probably done the single largest jump in the game just now. That is likely the largest jump that any commander has ever made in this game so far. All right, this planet has a what the kids would call a f***ing lot of gravity. So this thing also comes with the Mark II anti-gravity thrusters. And we're going to see how it performs under like 18 times gravity. All right, so you can come in at a 75 or 74 angle on your approach now with the new fancy boys. And it appears to be just much faster in the glide, which about 1 kilometer per second faster in glide. Oh my God, that's so fast! Oh my God, that's so fast! That's terrifying! At 6 times gravity, it still feels like there is high grav. And we are struggling to maintain an orbit here. And then if I want to come to a complete stop, can I do it looking up? We're falling. We fell.
Taking damage.
The rear thrusters are not strong enough to hold it off the ground, it looks like. Yeah, it is. Can it maintain hover here sideways? Nope, we're falling. Oop! Clang. Okay, we're dead. You can hover. It's just very hard. What happens if you speed bowl it? I don't think it'll speed bowl very well. But we can find the f out. No, the ground. Okay, I saved it. Saved it. No ground. This is the speed in which I look for Funjoida. So it speed bowls incredibly well, and I think that's due to the gravity is just being, well, mostly negated. So these super high grav worlds where you usually smash into like the speed ceiling quickly and then have to revector and then adjust and then revector and then adjust. This one just whee! Time for the real test. How many pack hounds can a Caspian take?
Not many, because I've only got a shitty shield on it. I've only got a...
The armor hardness should save it a little bit. I don't think it'll do very well, though,
What
because
have I got on it?
the armor hardness is 60 on that one, and like the Panther Clipper has a 70. So, and the Panther Clipper is a
on it?
beefy boy. They're about the same top-down profile here, but
Well,
the thing is,
yeah.
dude, the Caspian flies like a freaking chieftain.
It does. It does. I wonder how fragile the canopy's going to be, though.
Well, that I can help find out. Let's see. Let me move my camera so I can see where these things are actually coming from and going to. Any canopy damage?
Okay, that's down to 64% on the hull.
Okay. That hits you right in the face.
Cockpit is at 100%.
Okay, let me angle here. I'm gonna hit you with the bottom one. That is a direct face hit.
That was 57 on the hull, and canopy's 100. That went over your head.
Yeah, that one hit my power plant. Canopy's at 100.
That was dead on the canopy.
100%. We'll find out here in a minute when I start getting beat up by AX missiles. Ooh, canopy's out.
Yeah. Oh, is he gone? Wow, okay.
Ooh.
That was from 0 to nothing. Wow, okay.
We're going max shield tank on this thing. How's 1,600 shields before boosters? And engineering. All right, so I've got 4. I'm going to need to engineer 2 of these up. Now, it was 780 7A unengineered before I put on the shield boosters, or the Guardian shield reinforcements. But we might have a viable large combat vessel that's not just going to get absolutely fucking dunked on, or you have to reverse ski the entire time. If you look right here, you're going to see the problem right away. That's without any shield cell booster or shield boosters or high cap on the shield. That's just the shield and shield reinforcement packages. This is where I'm going to keep my health. Because you'll also notice that before I put any hole on it, it has 1,700 hole stock. Oh, I'm about to have a good time. All right, let's watch the shield number go up in real time, everybody. 2,240 with a thermal resistant. 2,386 with a resistance augmented. 3,109 with 1 heavy-duty booster. 4,004 with 2 heavy-duty booster. 4,813 with 3 heavy-duty booster. No, it's still doing it. There it goes. If I'm fast, I can get it. 5,615. Great news, everybody. I have a lot of optional slots left. 5,700, 5,900, 6,122. 6,222. I'm gonna need to put an 8A overcharged on this, aren't I? 6,657 before high cap. Total damage per second is 163 at 507 damage per shot. I have 6,729 shield, and I still go 420 meters per second just about. And it's just all shields. And everyone thought this was going to be an exploration ship. The 7PA 6 booster can and fucking will hurt you. And it still has a fucking 47 light year jump range. I could get that to 60 if I put a booster on. This is, in fact, a giant slam-fired shotgun, yes. Oh, no. It can fire twice. And it's not even overheating. All right, so we got a dazzle shell. Target lock breaker, dispersal field, oversized, What's the shield multiplier? Yes. The shield multiplier is fucking yes. We'll find out here in a second what my max shield is going to be when I get there to put high cap on the shield. All right, my final shield number is 7,089. Oh, your average shield health in game? Well, the FDL usually rocks around what, 2,000? The beefy boiler. Okay, so we're currently engineering the Caspian for AX combat. We're Klingon combat. My bad, Pale Horseman. You're right. We're gonna be heading out to Klingon space and punching them. It will be interesting to see. I've got 4 Goss on here. I'm thinking about bringing Flak. I haven't decided yet. We're going to see what I can get my temperatures down to. I've got a size 7 power distro, so I, generally speaking, should have a pretty decent run of it here. Resistance is incoherent Thargoid noises. I am going to try to mimic one. Goid? Goid! 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 What's up, you ugly bitch? Oh, thank God, you're in Wall of Death mode. I love when you're in Wall of Death mode. See you, nerd! I'm tanking damage. Thank you. See you, nerd.
Yeah, I know. I'm the worst at not cussing during this.
Fine then, just die. Since you don't want to let me be in third-person camera, you piece of crap. Die and respawn so we get our premium ammunitions back. Easy day, easy day. All right, let's get respawned and y'all want to do some Hydra? I don't know why I did all this. That's a Hydra! Hit it with everything you got! Oh yeah, I gotta like zap you first. Bonk! There you go, girl. Come here, girl! Who's a good Hydra? Okay, so setting off the flak right next to your face. Bad for your soul. Bad for soul. Yup! Get out of there, Chief! Oh yeah, second AFMU online? Let's go, baby! She runs a little hot, but it's mostly the frame shift drive is the problem because size 8 is just so much thermal load. Ah, first missed heart. Got it. That shit hurted. Let me go. Whew. Man, this is stressful. It's just I don't have enough time in between the shield cycle here to actually heal up. I'm probably going to take a longer run this time around to grab it. Alright. I gotta get cold and I gotta get far and I gotta do it quick. See you, nerd. Behold, a dead Hydra. We're going to do the Great Colonia Bum Rush, and I'm going to build one of these things for maximum jumponium and trying to see how quickly we can get out that fast. Yeah, I think the scooping is going to be the biggest time sink. All right. So looking at this is the only shipbuilder on the market that works right now. So we're going to use it. It's missing quite a bit of its bits and bobs, but we're getting it there. 83 light year jump range. What is a size, a second, and a 572 light year maximum range before I run out of gas in it? If I add a second fuel tank, I lose 4 light years of jump range, but gain 400 light years of, or 300 light years of total range. We need to do some math here. I believe the way you want to do it is 10 jumps, then refuel and repair. Max fuel per jump is 20.7. So I need to have 200 tons of fuel on board to make 10 jumps in a row without needing to stop. We've got 192 there. We put another one here. That brings my total jump down to 78 light years at max fuel. We've got the biggest fuel scoop we can put on here, which is still going to struggle. It's going to take me over 20 seconds to refuel. All right, I think we got it. This is the Colonia speed bus.
Drive charging.
Colonia is going to be in that general direction, so I figured, you know, when I ran the math in my head, I had no fucking luck. I couldn't do it twice. The real limiting factor here is how far my FSD can go before it gets damaged, so this is perfect. This is what we want.
Safety limits. Charging.
Because now my FSD is going to start malfunctioning because I've made about 10 jumps in a row. Wait a minute. We're at 99% optimized. This thing doesn't take damage. This thing's not being damaged from jumping off a neutron star. We don't have to repair the FSD. We just need gas. Waiting for gas. Here's our current progress. Holy sh**. Oh, that's what we're getting. That's the fuel we're getting. I just ruined the split. Well, if it does take damage, it's not taking any that I can see, because that is still at 99 from when I overheated the ship when I hit the star. It is definitely not.
Disqualified.
I think these are what's costing me everything, is how long I have to fuel scoop for. Because that was my biggest concern, right? You need to make about 20 jumps max before you need to repair it. We might be able to cram this thing with as many fuel tanks as legally possible and go with like a 50, 60 light year jump range, but I literally wouldn't need to stop for fuel ever. Oh, if we cross the threshold of the other record, I'm just going to self-destruct to go back and try another method. How the did they do that? I think it's 52 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we're right there next to Colonia. I'm going to self-destruct now to go back to the bubble to start over.
Round 2.
All right, and again. 1, 2. Let's go. Do literally... Oh, that bitch is angry. There we go, baby!
Engines disengaged.
I suck!
Systems offline.
All right, so Colonia is an hour away. It is a pretty chill experience to get to Colonia these days. Oh, wait a minute. The temperature changes if I'm under my ship or not. Hold on. 662K, 717K. My ship's shadow is literally keeping me safe from the temperature. That's cool. Whee. So, I have built an exploration ship. I have landed on this as my Everything and the kitchen sink exploration build. Give me just a minute and I will pull up the ship build for you. So this is the build. It has everything. We have a 70 light year jump range laden and an 80 light year jump range unladen. 7A fuel scoop, 2 additional size 6C fuel tanks to really compensate for the 20.7 tons of fuel this thing needs to drink every single time it jumps. We got a Guardian frameshift drive booster, obviously. I've got a 5A enhanced low power high cap shield. We don't have these on there, but I was going to put them on there. I've got a repair limpet controller. I have a fighter hangar for no reason other than I can, and I had nothing else to put there. We have 2 vehicles, 1 of each, 2 AFMUs, a size 2 cargo rack, a detailed surface scanner, a super cruise assist, and an advanced docking computer. So far, though, it's purty, and the cockpit's nice. I see a lot of people asking, you know, my Mandalay can jump this far. Why should I get this over the Mandalay? And I think my biggest comment there is I don't think this ship is meant to replace anything. I think it's meant to complement the other ships, and I think that's a fantastic direction to move into. Personally, I think the biggest benefit here is while I'm exploring, I don't use all 70 light years of my jump range, hardly ever. When I'm out in an area and I'm searching and I'm digging around for it and I'm looking for something in particular, right? I'm not really making these hyper long range jumps. What I'm doing is these little tiny hops and then moving to a new area via the Neutron highway. What this does is allows you to really get around the Neutron highway while maintaining a smaller jump range overall. You don't need an 80 light year jump range and to sacrifice your thrusters, because 70 light or 62 light years here is equivalent to an 85 light year Mandalay on the Neutron highway. Right? This is an expedition ship. This is years out or months out at a time. Not your, I'm going to run out here and run back over here and run back over here and run back over there. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way. YouTube requires sacrifices, and they're all in the forms of your likes and subscribes. Do it, and Lord Braben will bless you tonight with a new Raspberry Pi. So far, it feels exactly like every other ship for exploration. Anybody that says that you need a Mandalay or the super tight moving ship to move, you basically fly in straight lines in Super Cruise. So I want to know whatever you're smoking, because I would also like some of that crack. The good news is, every time I jump and I'm actually at a fuel star, I pretty much scoop for about 20 seconds, so I'm not actually scooping for a long time. I'm never going to get full doing that, but I'm not going to run out either. And with this gross amount of fuel on board, I've got, dear God, how much fuel do I have right now? I'm hauling around 216 tons of fuel right now. That's a lot of gas in it! Oh, we got some Bacterium Cerberus there. You can't see it. I have an overlay that tells me things that I'm scanning. If you're interested in exobiology and you're thinking, man, I really wish I could just have a better time, you should check out SRV Survey and Elite Observatory with Bio Insights. Cannot recommend it enough. SRV Survey is almost like bare minimum required gear at this point. I would take an SRV Survey over a Covis in my ship. All right, we got some bacterium down here. Let's go check this out for some planetary skimming and see how it feels. So one of the benefits here of this ship is its ability to quickly descend into atmosphere. And we'll show that here. This bad boy can fit so much atmospheric descent in it. One of the pros is it can descend at around 74 degrees as opposed to 59 degrees of your normal ships. It can also do this at 3.5 kilometers per second as opposed to the 2.5 kilometers per second. So one of the Mark II modules on this ship is the thrusters, which essentially lets you fly on the planet like you're in space. This is a 0.38 gravity planet, and this is heavier than an Anaconda.
Flight assist.
Flight assist off. Hey, look at that. I managed to put it right where I wanted it. So you have to fly a little past the bios if you want to put it right underneath the bridge here. It's a bit of a weird spot to try to put it because the landing gear and the exit is so far back comparatively. Skimming along the ground in this is a lovely experience. This is the most carefree planetary flight I think I've ever had. Hard to find bios? A problem of the past with the Caspian X. This is what it's about. Exploration and Elite Dangerous? You mean Screenshot Simulator. Hey, you know, this is about exploration too. Finding stuff that's pretty to look at and things that make you go, ooh, ah. That's what exploration's really about. And by that, I mean exploration's really about finding pictures of Spider-Man and having an 89 light-year jump range in your Mandalay. All right, before we pump out of here, does anybody know a way to look up where some notable stellar phenomena are? That's right, the codex will tell me when something's nearby, but it only shows me things that are like very nearby. It doesn't show me things by distance. 33 jumps to get to that one. With a neutron boost, oh yeah, I could try the neutron highway over there. You f***ing right, Pookie Jammin'. And if I turn on my neutron booster, it's 74 light years. You would need a ship with a 111 light year jump range to match me. Yep, a neutron star is basically right before, just shy of the mass required for a black hole, and it has these little offshooty bits that make scooping them quite advantageous. All right, so this is a neutron star, right? So the way you scoop this here bad boy, right? The neutron itself is going to look about like this, right? With its little swirly bits in here. And around the center of the neutron star, you have a exclusion zone, right? That's there for basically every star. And so this is your do not enter zone. Oh yeah. Right? You don't want to go there. So you will spawn in somewhere, you'll spawn in about here, right? What you're going to want to do is come in towards this core of the neutron star and then don't hit that. And come over here into the jet cone at about right here. You want to zero out your throttle and literally just coast on in here. And fuel scoop from here. Then, when you're done fuel scooping, right, you get the green light. It'll say FSD supercharged. And you're going to shoot straight on back out without ever... but the whole time, your ship is going to be absolutely losing it. So, and then in practice, here we go. And it's going to throw you around like crazy when you're in here. Once you get frame shift drive supercharged, full throttle. And now I have a 454 light year jump range. Lagrange cloud. Oh, that's a loop of shame. That's the loopiest loop of the looping shames. I love it, a notable stellar phenomena. Don't honk at it, it's sleeping. See how the lights do down here. Hey, look at that. That's not half bad. And Fungoida right away, my cup runneth over.
Landing gear.
It says alignment okay, but I don't think I believe you. Now, mountainous landing may be a bit difficult, but in all defenses here, I don't think I could have put a Mandalay down in that spot either. As for skimming the ground looking for bios, this is absolutely fantastic. I have no notes. This is great. This feels really good the whole time. I don't feel like I'm ever like not... I don't feel like I'm in a large ship. I don't even feel like there's a giant ship behind me. I'm able to look at the ground and fly forward, and it's just a comfortable thing the whole time. You know what? I've been wrong before. That's pretty damn good right there. That's a really rough, rocky terrain landing. I feel like I picked a really good planet to prove its landability here, because anything that could land in this fucking hellscape's doing all right. I can't even drive through this mess. If that thing lands there, I'll shut up about it having a big landing footprint ever again, because dear God, that's a freaking spot right there. Sweet God above, this thing landed in like... I can't even drive through where this thing landed. Holy hell. So, in conclusion, right? My thoughts on this ship. I think it's a fantastic addition to the fleets overall because it doesn't outright replace anything, right? It doesn't try to make the Mandalay obsolete. It doesn't try to make, you know, the Anaconda obsolete, even though it kind of do a little bit. But the Anaconda's been on... put that thing in a retirement home, right? But it has quirks that are not directly measurable in the normal gameplay loop. But one of the things that makes this a fantastic exobiology bus is this atmospheric flight. It handles on these low grav planets where most of your exobiology is going to be done so gracefully. This is like, when I tell you mindlessly boring, this feels like flying through an asteroid belt FA off right now. The agility of it is also very psychotic. The fact that I first tried a Hydra and Medusa in this thing says leagues about it. It usually takes me a few deaths to really get my bearings on how a ship's going to fly, especially when I'm flying one for the first time. Its super cruise ability, where it can come into a planet at a much steeper angle, is already probably one of my favorite additions for a ship. There are some cons to it. Well, it looks like that. I know everyone's geeking out because it's illegally distinct Star Trek, but it doesn't quite do it for me. And I feel like for every time I love a ship and everyone hates it, and every time I hate a ship and everyone loves it, there's going to be some out there. It does look kind of dorky, in my opinion. That crossbar is also, dear God, now that you've said it, I can see it again. I will say, if you're the one piloting the ship, you don't see that crossbar as much as you would think. I know that's the FDL defense, and I hate the FDL for it. But legitimately, until someone pointed it out to me, like 12 hours into flying one of these things, I hadn't even noticed it. It's really, really a treat to fly. I think it's a fantastic addition to an exploration arsenal for when you get tired of flying the same ship forever. And if you're the folks that you don't ever want to change ships, don't buy it. Let other people have fun. You know, I think that's my big thing here. And I'm fine. The scoop rate is a little slow, but building it out for combat, it's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited to run a 7 PA build on this thing on the live server. But I wouldn't probably recommend buying it for combat. I like it. I'm excited to use it. I've got a few uses for this. One of them is absolutely going to be a rare goods runner. Another one's going to be my go engineer this thing way over there, jump to Jackson's Lighthouse, and you're at every engineer in the galaxy. Well, the bubble anyway. And I'm going to have one kitted out for exploration, like long-range exploration, for when I want to go to Beagle Point finally, and I don't want it to take 12 days. I'll likely make it to Beagle Point in around 6 hours. And if you have any questions about it before release, throw it down in the comments. We'll take a look at it. I'm pretty much monitoring this all the time. We'll try to check it out and get any questions answered. If someone asks a question that's so intense and so befuddling that I can't answer it right away, I will log back in and figure it out for you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, beat the bell with a limpet, and we'll see you next time.